Yo, Go Crew, we are ready to punch some numbers in the face. Alright, listen. Today we're going to cover how to find the missing angle in a triangle. Alright? Listen, it sounds complicated, it looks complicated. This is so easy. We're going to get you through it about 2 or 3 minutes. Alright? So look at our first one here. Alright? So they're giving us 2, right? And we know, here's a knowledge bomb. Every triangle in the world, the angles are going to equal up to 180. 180 every time. Every triangle in the world equals 180. Okay? So we can look, right? So all them angles lined up are going to equal 180. Right? And they're giving us 2 of them. Alright? So what we're going to do is, we're just going to do the 60 plus 40. Now we got the one we don't know. When we don't know something, we use a letter. Right? So we're just going to go ahead and use X, right? Because if the Go teaches math, we're all in on DMX, right? So we're going straight with the X. All right. So plus X. And it's going to equal, because we know every triangle has to equal 180. It's going to equal 180. All right. Already, it's looking pretty easy, right? So we got 60 plus 40, 100. We're going to bring our X down. All right, and that's where we're at, right? So we have 100 plus X equals 180, right? Now, I know you can already do this in your head, right? So X has to be 80, right? Yes, it do. All right, so let me show you how to do it the algebra way because it's about to get a little more complicated, all right? So let me show you how to do it this way so we can move on to the next one. All right, so if we minus 100 from here, we're going to minus 100 from here. All right, now we're doing that because we want the X to be by itself, right? It's like your ex-girlfriend, right? She needs to be by herself, right? That X right here needs to be by itself and it needs to die alone, right? So I'm sorry, 100, you're going to have to jet, all right? Now, if you get rid of the 100 over here, right, you subtract the 100 from this side, you must subtract it from the other side, all right? So these guys are gone. Over here we have X. 180 minus 100. Boom. There you go. A missing angle is 80, all right? All right, let's take a look at another one. All right, now let's take a look at this guy. All right? Look, now we got, we got an X over here. We got 2 X's over there. We got a lot of things going on, right? But listen, it's okay because we know every triangle in the world equals 180, right? If it don't equal 180, it ain't triangle, get out of here, right? So 180, right? All that is going to equal 180. All right? So let's write it out, make it look easier. All right, so we got our 51 plus X plus the 2X. And that we know equals 180. All right, so we're going to go back to a little pre-algebra, right? We're going to combine our like terms. And we're going to, make it look a little, again, a little nicer, right? We're going to make it look nicer. All right, so we got a 51 we're bringing down because that's by itself. Then we're going to add X and 2X. Now look, if you're sitting there with 1X and I walk over to you and I throw 2 more X's at you, how many X's you got? Yep, you got 3. And that's going to equal 180. Now you know the rule about X's, right? They need to be by themselves, okay? They need to be by themselves forever, right? Just like your ex-girlfriend or your ex-boyfriend, right? They should be alone, right? In the room, in the dark, listening to the sad music by themselves forever, all right? So the first thing I do is get rid of this 51. The 51 drive me crazy, right? I hate that 51. It's got to go, all right? So we're going to minus 51 from this side to get rid of it, right? Because we hate it, right? Now, if you do something from one side, you got to do it to the other. Otherwise, your scale's not going to be balanced anymore. All right, so we're going to minus 51 over here. 51 minus 51, gone, 0. So on this side, all I got left is a 3X. Now we're going to do 180 minus 51, right? Watch this. 129. All right, here we go. So now we're just down to 3x equals 129. All right, now listen, our goal is to find out what x is, right? Because that's one of the angles there, right? And then we have 2x. We got no use for 3x, right? None. All right, so let's figure out the 1x. 3x means multiply, right? When two things are right next to each other, it means multiply. So we're just going to do the opposite, right? We're going to divide. We're going to divide this side by 3. And if we do something to one side, we're going to do it to the other, right? Because we play things fair here at the Go Teachers Math, right? We keep that scale even, all right? So we have 3 divided by 3 is 1. We got 1x equals 129 divided by 3. I'll let the kids in the back punch it in your calculator, right? I'm going to go ahead and do it in my head, right? That's 43. All right, so we have x equals 43. So one of the angles right there is 43. All right, so that takes that one angle taken care of, right? Bottom left is done. It's set, match, right? Angle 1 is 43. Now we got to deal with that 2x over there, right? The one on the right-hand side says 2x, all right? So let's take a look. We know x is 43, okay? So we need to do two of them things, right? So it's 2x equals what? All right? Now, what we're going to do is, everywhere we see an x, we're going to put a 43. All right? So it's going to be 2, 43 right there equals what? And what does it mean when two things are right next to each other? Right? If two things are right next to each other, you multiply. Right? You multiply. We all know this. Right? 2 times 43. Boom. There you go. It's 86. So angle 1 is 43, and angle 2 is 86. Yo, and that's a wrap here at the Go Teachers Math. Yo, hit that subscribe, hit that like, and I'll see you next time. Peace.